Hey there guys, JoelGamingYT here and welcome back to my FIFA 15 Watford Road to Glory. Now last episode we found out who would be facing in the round of 32 of the Europa League, and we're playing Besiktas, so it's going to be a difficult game. Obviously going there to Turkey, it's going to be quite difficult, but hopefully we can progress into the round of 16. Also we picked up some more wins. We are currently in second place, 1 point behind Chelsea. But now we're in a transfer window and we have a little bit of a dilemma because the board have put Troy Deeney up for transfer. Now the only way I'll sell Troy Deeney is if we get an offer of £7 million or more, because I want to get a decent amount of money in. First of all, we'll check these emails, see what they're about. I'll also show you my shortlist because I've got some players. I've got some realistic targets and my own targets. So, because I want to bring in a right back, a centre mid, and a striker. Should Troy Deeney be sold? Anyway, so we've got an offer here for Orjan Nyland. Now he's our goalkeeper. Last time I bought a player in the summer was Abid, and I sold him 6 months on. I'm not going to do that this time because we need Nyland, and he's actually quite a good goalkeeper. But we'll see what the offer is. I'm not going to accept it. Okay, 2 million from West Brom. What's the other one? 1.8 from Torino, so I'm just going to reject all offers and just have future offers. Right then, guys, so I have. This is the shortlist I've come up with. Like I said, it's a mixture of realistic players that Watford have signed in real life, as well as my own targets. So to start off with, we've got Valon Barami, who plays for Hamburg. He is signed for Watford. I don't know how much it was for, but 1.4 million, and he's rated 73. Is not too bad. We've also got Edson Kapure, who's signed from Tottenham for, again, I can't remember the fee, but I think it was quite high. I think it was around £10 million. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. Next four players are my own targets. So we've got Alan Halalovic, who plays for Barcelona B. We've also got Basoa, who plays for Ajax, Afori, who plays for AIK Athens, and we've also got Juanor Schmidt. By look of these players, I think the one I may go for is Schmidt, because he actually looks more decent out of all of them. According to his strength, jumping, reactions, his vision's quite good, so it looks like he's going to be a playmaking CDM rather than a full-on CM. We then got Horador, who they also signed in real life. I can't remember for how much for. I also got Diego Perotti. Now this deal is quite complicated because a few weeks ago a deal had been agreed, but I don't know if personal terms have been agreed, so I don't know if this deal's going to go through now, because they have now got Gerardo. So it'd be interesting to see if it does go through, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. We've also got, this is another realistic target, Juan Fran. Looks quite decent, 74 overall at 27. Another realistic signing. This is Alan Romeo Nayom, who plays for Granada. This guy actually looks better than Juan Fran, so I may go for him, and he looks quite cheap as well. And now the 4 strikers that I'm looking to bring in case Troy Deeney goes. Embolo, who a lot of people know about, plays for Basel. Looks like it looks like he's more of a physical player rather than like a goal scorer, if that makes sense. We've got Lucas Milano, who plays for Lanús. I think that's in Germany. Don't quote me on that because I might be wrong. Well, I probably am wrong. We've also got Harold Preciado. I think that's how you pronounce it. He plays for Deportivo Cali, or Cali, however you pronounce it. It looks quite decent, but this guy this is the guy that I really want to sign. Rafael Borre. He looks quite decent. Going like in terms of physicality, he looks quite decent. Obviously, don't know what his finishing and all that's going to be like. So we are going to scout. We are going to inquire and just see what happens, really. Right, so I've just had a message from the board saying that they need me to sort out the future of Gabriel Angela. they believe that I'm not going to be using him, and that's in a way I am using him because he's in the second team. In a way I'm not. So I think for future of us, and for future of him, I think it's best if he goes out, maybe on loan or maybe permanently. I think a loan deal will be fine for him, so I'm gonna do that. I will send him out on loan. Don't care about that. We've got some inquiries. They'll take £6.5 million for Lucas Milano. That's one of the strikers I'm looking at. £18.5 million for Mbalo. Holy shit! That just shows that he's going to be a high rating. A Fore, 2.1 million is not too bad. Halalovic, again another player is probably going to be high rated. They want £14.5 million for him. Belkleb has returned from injury, which is fantastic for us, and so does Tursa. So that's good enough for us. Belkleb especially. We'll see what the other inquiries come back as, because there might be cheaper options, but I am now going to put Angela up for a loan for the season. Just got to find him, Angela. So we're going to get about 20 grand for him because that will obviously cover his wages. Send him out on season loan. See what happens. Right then, guys. So I've got a couple of transfer offers. First one is for Alman Abdi. Nuremberg have offered £2.7 million, but I'm not going to sell him. He's like one of our best midfielders, or is our best midfielder. So why would I sell him? Come on, I won't sell him. And we have a transfer offer here for Troy Deeney. It's from Eintracht Frankfurt. Like I said, I want at least £7 million from him. And apparently he's unhappy. It might be to do with wages, but £7 million is what I want. Is what at least I want from him, and that's why I've counter offered. Bore is actually the striker I want to go for. 3.5 million, not too bad. Preciado 4.6, a little bit too much for my liking. Juan Schmidt is a midfielder I want to go for. 2.4 million, that's absolutely cheap. But so it's going to cost £8.5 million. So I'm going to try and be sneaky here. 2.4. Let's drop that down to 1.9, and we'll add in Ben Watson, I believe. How much is Watson worth? 700k. So that makes up the 2.4 really. So we'll submit that. I'm sure Victoria will probably want him. And for Bore 3.5. Is there anyone I want to give him? I could probably go a bit cheaper than actually. 3 million we'll go for. Yeah. Anyway, guys, so this is the transfer window. I'm looking to obviously want to bring in players, but I don't want to play any games, so I'm going to sim this game against QPR. Obviously, last time we lost 3-0 to them, and that was a sim game in which we were away. Right, so let's sim this game. We are at home this time, so hopefully the team can do something. No, they can't. We lost 1-0. Diakite getting a goal. It could have been worse. We could have lost 2-0. But Lopez missed the penalty. Oh, it's not good. We need to be doing better. Victoria have accepted the offer, so that's good for us. I think it's going to be important. I'm going to put important, not crucial. I think that's what he'll be. And Cali have said yes, you can have Bore. Again, he'll be important. So depending on what his rating is, he may actually be a backup. So. Alright, so it's another sim game. I know some people don't like people simming games, but I want to sim this because I want to bring in players. So we're going up against Cardiff. We're going to them, and by the last results, they've lost 5-0 to Chelsea and they've lost 4-0 to Arsenal, but they've beaten Newcastle 2-1. So this could go either way. Hopefully we can win because it's Cardiff. Another defeat. Oh, I'm going to have to stop playing games here. Nicky Maynard with the only goal of the game. Why aren't we scoring? What are we doing? It's like we've just given up on trying to get into the Champions League. Right, so we've got our first two signings. Juano Schmidt is coming in from Victoria. We have offered 1.9 million plus Ben Watson. He's going to be on 15 grand a week. And he's going to be our new centre mid. And we've also got in Bore, £3 million on the dot. No player going the other way. And we're literally down to no money again. Right then guys, so we are into an FA Cup game which I'm actually going to be playing. I obviously do sim these sort of games and other cup games, but I think we need to get back on winning form. And if we can beat QPR here, it'd be a good achievement for us, because they have beaten us twice already this season, and I'm hoping to make it third time lucky for us. Let's get into team. Schmidt actually makes his debut today. He starts alongside Abdi in midfield, and Bore is on the bench. I'll show the team in just a minute. See, with that team, that doesn't look that impressive. But as you can see, Schmidt, number 27, is playing alongside Abdi. Bore, number 23, is on the bench instead of Yasil. And for some reason, we've still got Troy Deeney. So the board haven't sold him yet, which is surprising. But let's try and win this. Go on, Abdi. Take a shot. Get in there. Alman Abdi, 42 minutes into this FA Cup tie against QPR. And we lead by a goal to nil. Your feet are missing there, mate. Just to let you know. But that's a nice goal there by Alman Abdi. A little bit low to the ground. Goalkeeper really should be doing better than McCarthy. Should have done better there. Doesn't matter. We are 1-0 up. We're finally beating QPR, guys. We are finally beating them. And it's on their own ground as well. Remember, they beat us 3-0. What? How was that a foul? Oh, get a life, referee. Not a chance of that being a foul. Oh wait, it's QPR, they cheat. Come on, Ireland. Fuck's sakes! Straight down the middle. I'd like to know how that was a foul, because... Oh, come on, let's go again. They're not beating us this time. Come on, Ro. Finish it! No, come on! Get in! We've surely done it! Vidra! Oh my god! Oh my god, we've... No! This can't be happening. 90th minute goal. We could be beating QPR to knock them out. Ah, defence should be doing a lot. Who is it? Corker. Should be doing a lot better there, my friend. Oh. I'll tell you what, I hope we got booked for that. That was a foul. But I don't care. 2-1. And we should be going through now. That is it. We have won. We've beaten QPR finally. It was third time lucky. Alman Abdi getting us a goal just before the break. Charlie Austin unfortunately scored their penalty. Was it 11 minutes into the second half? But Vidra right at death, giving us a 2-1 victory over QPR. Schmidt had quite a good debut as well. Bore came on, couldn't really get him into the game much, but doesn't really matter. We won by 2-1. We're through to the next round, and we have yet another offer for Troy Deeney. West Brom, they've offered 3.3. I might drop it to 6 million actually. Now I'm kind of thinking, I think 6 million is probably more reasonable. And Manchester United want to sign him as well. Why? Actually, no. With United, 7. They have the money, so they can go for it. Why would United want Troy Deeney? Have they not got Rooney anymore? West Brom, they'll go to 3.7. I still kind of want a bit more than that. 5 million, I think. I did put in a couple of loan offers. One of them, Alex Kiwomya, and I saw him 90 to 99 acceleration. I think it was 91 to 99 sprint speed. He's definitely coming in, because I've noticed there's a flaw with my team. I've got one right mid and one left mid. Kiwomya was a right mid, and this Barnum Bob, who plays for Cardiff, I'm bringing in on loan, right back. So a backup. I know my stuff. I think. And I did put an offer for Joseph Claude Gaye, or however you pronounce it. I did a straight offer because obviously I haven't got much money. I offered Anya straight up, and they said no, not acceptable. They're not interested in Anya, and the cash is not enough. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the board and ask them for a bit of money. 2.7674999 million pounds they'll give me. Fuck it, that'll do. That's over half what I asked for anyway. But that now means we can actually go in for this guy. They didn't say how much they wanted, but he has got 5 months left on his contract. So, if we offer 700 plus Anya, they might go for it. Right, so West Brom have decided they will match it. They'll match the offer of £5 million for Troy Deeney, St Etienne. They'll only go to 3.8, so reject that offer because we're getting a much better offer from West Brom. But just to round off the episode, we will check the Barclays Premier League table, and as you can see, we have actually dropped down to 4th place after losing to QPR and Cardiff. We've dropped down to 4th place. We are 2 points behind Manchester United and Arsenal. We're 8 points off Chelsea. So I think it's safe to say that our title chances are pretty much over. So I think we're just going to be aiming for Europe. But Chelsea are yet to lose a game. So hopefully by the time we come round to that game, we will beat them. But we do have a game in hand over Manchester City. So if we win, we can go above them. Manchester United in 5th, Tottenham in 6th, Everton 7th, Liverpool in 8th, Southampton 9th, and Swansea are 10th, who we're playing in our next game. And as you can see, and at the bottom it's Cardiff, then Norwich, second bottom, and Newcastle in the relegation zone, which is a very strange one. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. If so, please leave a like, please subscribe as well. Are we going to bring in any more signings? Who knows? Are we going to sell anyone? Will Troy Deeney get his move to West Brom? If you have any suggestions of who else I could bring in, I'm possibly going to have around £7 million to spend if the Troy Deeney deal does go through. So if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Cheers lads, peace and bye.